Yeah.
banks pretty much operate like tech companies, with technology being a horizontal servicing multiple workers. So this happened almost 10 years back. Then the next thing was digital. And now you say digital or digitization
Yeah.
is again par for the course. It's a horizontal across. So a lot of custom processes are automated. You don't have paper flowing across the organization. But then the third is truly digital, where you acquire digitally and service digitally across channels. You have full set of conversational platforms available. You
Yeah.
use a lot of AI, etc.
The Sound of Money with Santosh Sirur.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the super special episode with The Sound of Money. And I'm Santosh Sirur, your host. And I've got a very special series coming up. And that's the series with this 100-year-old bank, the Karnataka Bank Limited, which is essentially a South-based bank. But importantly, it's now the Bharataka Bank. And to talk more about this bank, joining me from Bengaluru is the Executive Director of the Karnataka Bank, Mr. Shekhar Rao. Hi, Shekhar, and welcome to The Sound of Money.
Hi, pleasure to be here. And yeah, thanks for the generous introduction.
Most welcome, sir. Mr. Shekhar, the Karnataka Bank, which is now into its centenary year, right? It's a unique blending of the legacy and, of course, the future. So how has the bank synchronized two different cultures, and what kind of efforts have been taken to spearhead the bank into the future?
Yeah, yes. Before I answer the question, it'll be a good idea if I can give you a background of
Yeah.
the roots that we have. So Karnataka Bank has its roots in Mangalore, and it was started in 1924 by a bunch of progressive Swadeshis who wanted to kind of start a bank for the masses, primarily to promote business and support economic activity in that geography.
Okay.
So, in fact, Karnataka Bank, interestingly, was named Karnataka even before the state got its name.
Interesting.
So, the
Okay.
state got its name much later, 50 years later in 1974, when Mysore state became Karnataka.
Okay.
And we were called Karnataka Bank in 1924 itself.
Mm-hmm.
And as part of the kind of original articles itself, we said we will give back to community, and it had fairly lofty origins. And Mangalore, Manipal, and this part of the country, Dakshin Karnataka or Dakshin Kannada district, was the cradle of banking. So some 22 odd banks germinated from here, and most of them have got consolidated or merged. The only other bank which retain its identity but has moved basis is Canara Bank, and we are the other one. Canara Bank is the largest public sector bank, and we are a private sector bank. So this bank, thanks to its history, understands banking very well, and thanks to its roots in this region, we understand how banking has progressed and what steps need to be taken. So we, as a bank, we are very well organized in terms of understanding banking, even banking technology.
Yeah.
And around, say, 4 5 years ago, we started an initiative called KBL Vikas, where we worked with a consulting firm, one of the big four, to kind of digitize and modernize our bank. So we undertook the steps of what you call creating a digital center of excellence, which Pankaj, my colleague, heads. We kind of automated and digitized a lot of underwriting processes, the way we onboard customers. We created what you call underwriting hubs, so on and so forth. So there was a fair bit of adoption of technology that happened.
Yeah.
And then COVID hit, we slowed down a bit. We also, as in tandem to this, or in continuation of this, we set up the Analytics Center of Excellence. This again was with the help from a largest consulting firm. This project is being implemented. We have a customer base of almost 13 million customers, around 8.5, 9 million are active. So we said, how can we kind of enhance our relationship with these customers? And that's how this exercise started. We're setting up a first-in-class uh, data lake on cloud, and based on that, we are doing propensity modeling, etc.
Okay.
And then recognizing which customers, what products can be offered.
Okay.
We're also developing risk models so that we underwrite and
Yeah.
follow up on the credits better. So when we came into the bank, like me and Sri, a lot of the kind of good groundwork had happened, and in sense, in terms of fundamental rails for technology was there.
Yeah.
So culturally, this bank has a mix of good understanding of banking, people willing to kind of change and transform, and the fundamental rails of tech was already there.
Yeah.
So this made our job a little simpler, and we didn't have to do anything kind of path breaking. We only said we will organize the transformation along three vectors. That was run, change, and grow the bank.
Yeah.
In run the bank, we said based on our past experience, we would do all those things which will help us juice out the existing infrastructure for more. In the sense, improve tech reliability, scalability,
Yeah.
speed, etc. On the then we added the classical hunter and farmer model to branches so that
Yeah.
we could onboard more customers. We increased the number of credit underwriting hubs, so on and so forth. So the entire uh, existing machinery, we cranked it up a bit so that we were able to get more bang for the buck. And this is
Okay.
continuing to happen. So this is the classical model of how you improve efficiency and reach optimum productivity levels. The second piece was on the change of bank, which is more closer to what you were alluding to.
And more
So
challenging,
this,
I'm sure.
of course, yeah, but the thing is, and so in change, thanks to our name Karnataka Bank, a lot of people mistake us for a public sector bank, which we are not. We are a private sector bank,
Yeah.
and everybody thinks that we are regional. So this was on the external side, and so we had to kind of, but bank smartly during its history had opened most of its rural branches in Karnataka.
Okay.
And all metro and urban pockets we have presence. So we have a fairly good national footprint, whether it's Jalandhar, Ludhiana, Guwahati, Siliguri, everywhere, most economic pockets we are there. And hence we said we are not just a Karnataka player. We are Bharat Ka Karnataka Bank. So this entire brainstorming when we said that we were doing as to how do we reposition and how do we work on it? What is our brand archetype?
Yeah.
So our brand archetype, when we did that exercise, came out as a caregiver and with a fairly national footprint. So building on that brand archetype of a caregiver, a brand that cares for you, which has been around for 100 years. We said we are not just Karnataka's Karnataka Bank, but Bharat Ka Karnataka Bank.
Wonderful.
Initially, we started off with India's Karnataka, not just Karnataka's Karnataka Bank, but India's Karnataka Bank. But then we said Bharat makes more sense.
Yeah.
And
You reach out
Bharat
to the
was
wide spectrum
and
of
Bharat
the
was
people.
closer to heart. So we
Absolutely.
said not just Karnataka's Karnataka Bank, but Bharat Ka Karnataka Bank.
Yeah.
And this we further broke it down to what you call Delhi walo ka Karnataka Bank, Mumbai che Karnataka Bank, so on and so forth.
Yeah, you brought in that regional flavor and that connectivity,
Yeah.
I believe. With
Yes. And we have Chennai Oda Karnataka Bank. So all those kind of variations happened. And we also said that we are a private sector bank. So this was on the external side of rebranding ourselves, rediscovering ourselves. Internally also, we are known to be a bank which is very strong at customer service. Customers across generations bank with us. We did a series of HNI meets across as part of our centenary year celebration, and we had kind of grandfather, father, son kind
Okay,
of
an
walking in
entire
those evenings, which
generation
was
walking in. Amazing.
so which was kind of very different for us
Yeah,
because we have also been bankers across banks, and this is something that we hadn't seen. So
yeah.
we clearly saw that this customer service is something and relationship, but our employees were happy kind of giving good service. So we had to do this slight toggle where saying that, hey, you're giving good service, so why don't you ask for that second product, the third product,
Yeah,
and deepen your relationship so
yeah.
that these people are bank with us across generation, not just for one or two products, for a
All
variety
right.
of products.
True.
So internally we said, let us toggle from being just service centric to a little bit of sales and service centric. And then we reorganized this entire piece internally of
Okay.
also rewarding employees for
Okay.
being aligned on this aspect. Also providing this hand holding in terms of training, also improving systems and processes so that
Yeah.
so if I bring a customer in, that customer for a new product, that experience has to be best in class.
Yeah.
They have to be welcomed, and then they stay, and then the referencing happens, your NPS scores improve, so on and so forth.
Okay.
So that was the second piece, but this is more of a journey. It is not like an event.
Yeah.
So where we are repositioning externally, internally also we're saying that we are looking at being more sales and business oriented also, apart from providing world-class customer service. So that's
Absolutely.
the change. I know the growth piece is yeah, you have the big boys who've already taken certain constituencies.
Yeah.
But we are Karnataka centric. We have a corporate office and technology based in Bangalore. Is there something that we can do to kind of, is there an opportunity where we can leverage technology to create a space for us? And this is where we are saying we will focus on technology and partnership for growth. So that is the grow the bank piece. So we are investing in technology. We are investing in building partnerships. We are investing in what you call creating teams here who are familiar with technology. So that's the third part.
Okay.
So this in ways is what our transformation approach. I would summarize it.
Okay, fantastic. So Shekhar, what are the kind of unique policies that the bank has introduced, or maybe the initiatives to bring about those kind of changes where the bank kind of adapts to as a new bank in its centenary year? What are the kind of plans the management has on its mind?
So here, in the sense, it's not just policies; it's a combination of any what do you call the bank has 4 or 5 pillars: product, process, people, technology, customer service, and the customer themselves. So we're focusing on all these vectors, and not just any one kind of.
All go in parallel, correct?
Yeah. So we've kind of introduced, last year was a path breaking year, and we introduced 18 new products, and some of them are have been in the market, but for us we've had the opportunity of improving upon what's been there and introducing it afresh. So we introduced a best in class corporate salary proposition, which is significantly better than what many banks have to offer. We've kind of rehashed our entire tax payment solution. Right now, customers can pay their income tax, customs, GST, excise, everything through our bank. This was a missing piece. We've also kind of made our products and services a little omni-channel, and customers can bank through us through a variety, web, mobile, through the ATM, and through the branches, etc.
Okay.
So that's from the convenience part of view.
Okay.
We've also kind of improved the UI UX of our products so that the experience is a little modern. Our website, if you would see, is fairly classical and modern in the sense, a combination of both. So it appeals to customers of various ages. And then we are looking at various other initiatives where persona-based interactions can happen. We are moving from platform-based to conversational-based kind of approaches as well.
Okay, that's
so
interesting.
a lot of interesting products, policies, and the way we interact with customers in the offing.
Okay.
And this coupled with a fresh new branding, etc., will clearly improve our customer experience.
Wonderful. Let's double click on your marketing strategy, especially the Karnataka Bank, Bharat Ka Karnataka Bank strategy. What's been the kind of, and now we are about 3 to 4 months into this commercial being aired across television stations, and the visibility being created. What's the kind of feedback that you guys have received in the bank, and what is the perception of the people outside for Karnataka, the bank itself?
So the kind of feedback has been quite spectacular, in the sense that even from customers, employee, and all those things. So they are all looking at Karnataka Bank with a fresh lens, saying that here you have this Karnataka association, and you've not gone ahead and done the usual thing of making Karnataka Bank Limited a KBL like many others. So you still retained the pride of association with Karnataka. But at the same time, you have also very strongly communicated that you are not just Karnataka, but you are relevant all across the country. And this is a very smart thing that you have done, as to balancing both and in equal measure. And so you have this Delhi customer saying that I don't feel now that I'm walking into a bank that's from another state, but this is relevant here as well. Absolutely. And so that's kind of given us multiple homes, not just in our home state, but everywhere. And we have customers saying that we feel a little more welcome. You were always known for customer service, but I now feel a little more welcome, and that pride of association has increased a few notches. Absolutely. And so this has opened up new markets for us. And internally also, if there was ever a kind of doubt in our own employees' mind while dealing with customers in different geography, that is kind of slowly vanishing away, and we are more confident. We are a little more assertive also, and I won't use the word that we are aggressive, because that's a little negative, but we kind of create our presence felt.
I believe it created a lot of sense of pride amongst each and every employee of the bank, the commercial.
Of course, it kind of so we were present across multiple media after a long time. So that was one. So it created a lot of excitement. We were present in OTT, TV, YouTube, digital. And so second, you of course had the family members watching it and saying, "Yeah, we saw you on." So and number two is this entire Bharat Ka Karnataka Bank, which was kind of rediscovering yourself. So that of course created a lot of pride, and this all culminated in a mega centenary year kind of thing, celebration which we had in Mangalore, where we kind of reasserted this branding that we have, and we're taking it to the next kind of meaningful levels during this year as well.
In fact, I was talking about this commercial with some of my cousins who are essentially from Karnataka, and they had a very good point that they brought out. They said that the bank was actually, it kind of now encompassed the the kind of pride for the banks, as you rightly say, right? The customers in Delhi, the customers in Calcutta, anywhere in any part of India who had a bank account with Karnataka Bank, it brought them some kind of a sense of ownership that they are a part of this bank, even though the bank is Karnataka Bank. I think that's the beauty of this commercial that came in.
Yeah.
My last question to you, and it's more to do with the banking world as such, and more to do with tech and digital. There's a paradigm shift in banking today with technology, with UPI, with digitization. What's been the role of Karnataka Bank, and where do you see this going, and overall banking per se as a scenario that you see in years to come?
So technology in banking is par for the course now.
Yeah.
Banks pretty much operate like tech companies, with technology being a horizontal servicing multiple workers. So this happened almost 10 years back. Then the next thing was digital. And now you say digital or digitization is again par for the course. It's a horizontal across. So a lot of custom processes are automated. You don't have paper flowing across the organization. But then the third is truly digital, where you acquire digitally and service digitally across channels. You have full set of conversational platforms available. You use a lot of AI, etc. So the first two journeys, we've kind of done a very good job of it. A large part of our transaction with customer is digitized, automated, etc. Technology adoption is needless to say 100%. But the next level of being truly digital, that's the journey that we are traversing, with investments in automation, with investments in analytics, with investments in better customer facing applications, which investments in improving reliability of tech infrastructure, etc. So you will say us kind of here, the good thing is on some of the areas we have a advantage over large bank, because we don't have to undo. And whatever we do, we can do state of the art upfront.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you would see us kind of competing fairly healthily. Sorry about that. Fairly healthily with large banks in this space. So on a scale of kind of 1 to 10, where are we on technology adoption? I would say 9 or 10.
Okay.
Where are we on digitizing, on automation? We are on probably 8 or 9. Where are we on being a truly digital bank? We would be on 5 or 6, but we would still be ahead of most banks in this space.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic talking to you, having a great conversation, Mr. Shekhar. And we look forward to Karnataka Bank in its centenary years and more ahead, and growth, as you rightly say. Best wishes to you and your management and your teams across. That was Mr. Shekhar joining in from the Karnataka Bank, Bengaluru. Thanks once again for being with us on The Sound of Money.
Thank you. Pleasure speaking to you.
Most welcome.
The Sound of Money with Santosh Sirur.